So welcome to the start of episode 5. As you can see, I've got animal pens, a nice setup of stuff. Quest book status. Starting all over again, advancing on the cobblestone generator requires a bucket to move some lava. Endless water source requires a bucket. Tinkerer's construct requires grout. I need to tend to my soybean farm and grow it. I've done all I can with bees at the moment. And the new one is sieving. You can sieve stone to get rare but occasional oreberry bushes. And unfortunately, danger, broken items. Marble stone and limestone stone, but trying to actually make the marble or limestone block crashes the game. NEI reports that it's trying to produce fire blocks. I haven't gotten an oreberry bush yet. They're 1% drop each time. Sieving gravel. Well, I already made a hammer and got a reward of gravel, so I'm ready to get more. Next is sand, then probably dust, netherrack, soul sand, endstone, and I'm guessing that's crushed netherrack, I'm not sure. Anyways, the primary goal for today is to get everything off of the wool and onto grass. I have realized that if I'm planning on letting rain come and night come, this is all flammable and will go poof in a thunderstorm. So I need to get off of the wool, and I need to reorganize and rearrange things. So this is going to be primarily a clean up and organize. Back in a bit. Actually, a long bit. So just a quick update. I'm down to 2 each of chicken, cow, and sheep. And as much as everybody tells you animals spawn too rarely, don't kill them, the truth is they're spawning so rapidly on this sky block I can't kill them all fast enough. They just keep reappearing. Huge amount of grass, plenty of spawns. Alright guys, it's time. Gravel. Oop. Gravel. Oh, okay. Gravel. So where I'm at with the achievements. The lye I can get as soon as I get a milk bucket. Bread is made, and so on. I'm not going to get pigs flying. I'm sorry. It's just... Well, actually from the top of the house. I can fall off the top of the house, so I might be able to. Repopulation? Yeah, let's do repopulation. I've got Monster Hunter, but not yet the Sniper Duel. And no, I'm not going for the bacteria. So let's get repopulation. Here we are in this lovely cow farm. When 2 cows love each other very, very much. I first make sure that there's a baby. And then we don't want overpopulation. I got rid of my white sheep once I found a black sheep. I have plenty of white wool, and I'm hoping, oh no, more gray. Alright.
It's 6 o'clock.
Well, would you look? That time I got a baby black sheep. And black wool. It is time to fill this hole in with some dirt. So I'm going to turn the slab platform into a solid base and put dirt on top of that. Unexpected surprise, I have managed to catch a rainstorm, and I am plopping down some barrels. See how many of these I can get filled up. And the worst part about not having the whole place lit up is that I had to sleep. So how many? Oh, not nearly as many as I would have liked. Alright. So my soybeans have grown and matured enough to the point that my soybean farming quest is now complete. So the reward is the reward bag. Basic. 64 more dust. I have moved things inside the house. I've got my pattern chest with the part builder, stencil table, tool station and crafting station by the chest. I'm going to be expanding these, but this is my industry and decorations. Plants, seeds, flowers, food, string, eggs. Not really sure that the string belongs here. Mob drops and I'm trying to decide where to put the output from my sieving at the moment. Right now I have 3 stacks of dust, 2 of sand, 1 of gravel, and some cobble. My replaced farms, I have the chicken on top of a double dirt, just because I consider them to be more important. The loading the animal farms, animal pens, below the ground like this, these are the doors, makes it so much easier to get the animals in. So much easier. I cannot move the forestry hive, and I have verified that it definitely plants more flowers. The range seems to be 8 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 9, 10. 10 blocks out seems to be the range of the bee activity. And I get worried about all of this darkening over here. It comes, as far as I can tell, it comes from the Natura cloud that's up there. And at the moment I'm just waiting for leaves to mutate, just strictly for decoration. As far as I know, the only use for surplus drones is to toss them into a composter to make dirt. It doesn't look like mobs can spawn on farmland. Well, well, well. I missed a spot. If I move this one here, then if I move this one here, that gets rid of it. So after lots of soybeans, the next thing is basic kitchenware, followed by a whole bunch of things. Looks like it ends in a hamburger. Basic kitchenware is making a juicer. And a juicer is looks like any stone. Yes, regular stone and a pressure plate. And a pressure plate is 2 stone. 2 stone for a pressure plate, and then a pressure plate and stone for a juicer. And barley seeds, apple sapling, and a reward bag, of course. It's another basic, but these basics are pretty darn good. Gravel. So the next set of crafting recipes in the cooking zone, the cutting board, pot, skillet, and saucepan all require iron, copper, or steel. The mortar and pestle, bakeware, and mixing bowl, on the other hand, is stone, wood, and clay. So this can be done. And for clay, you're going to make some clay this way. And then that clay can be used to get me a bucket to move that lava and set up my cobble generator. And that will take care of my resources. Unfortunately, I discovered the hard way it's too hard to see the sun when I'm inside the house. I'm going to have to do something about that. So I had an issue with the recorder, and a lot of the work that I wanted to show you is lost. So let me just give you a quick rundown of what has happened. First off, I have the house accessible and lit. Even the roof. My sieving has gone through the various parts of the quest. Stone has given me useless marble and limestone, all of the orberry bushes. Gravel has given me all sorts of things, including flint, which I've put into tools. Coal. Sand, of course, gives me all of this. Dust. This is after going through 3 stacks of each. There's still things that I have not gotten in almost all of these. There's a bunch of 1% chances that are very hard to actually get. Over here, in the underbelly, underneath the swimming pool, where the map maker was so kind as to give me non-burnable iron, cobble, grass, I set up my cobblestone generator so I have an effectively unlimited supply. So where I'm at now is the one aspect of ex nihilo that I never really liked or even understood much. This is the manual extractor, basically. Vein mine, no, hammer, vein mine break. Let's try that again. Vein mine break. I can't vein mine these. At least with Rotary Craft, you can automate this. But from what I have to understand, this has to be done all the way down to the dust. And I can finally bring all of this stuff inside. The crucible, of course, goes on top of the lava over here. Okay. Can't quite put in as much as I thought. The furnace. Now this was supposed to be the industry section. How did I get 2 stacks out? Alright, I'll find a use for it. And the last thing is, I have 10 surplus dirt from various activities with all of that grass. I am hoping that I'm going to get sugarcane out of this. Otherwise, I'm just going to start tearing up that dirt until I do get sugarcane. Because nothing else can happen until I get the I need help quest to help me get some automation going. Now, what do you know? Spruce, pumpkins, potatoes, sugarcane. All right. I got myself a spruce. All right. A bucket at last. A water bucket at last. Finally. Now, it opened 4 new quests. Our world before Langoliers was approximately 70% water and 30% land. In this world of Minecraft corresponds to $340 million buckets. I hope I'm not reading that correctly. Okay. So to set up a quest delivery system, we have so if I understand how this is set up correctly, I'm going to want the world interaction on top of that spot. the quest delivery system next to it. No, not on top, not on top. No. Try that again. On the side of the... There we go. Then... And lastly, I take out that wood block. And if I have done this correctly, this should now be harvesting water. Oh! There we go. Now, how do you check on the progress of that? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, oh, that's only 340,000 buckets. That might actually complete in a reasonable amount of time. What is the cost of making another transfer node anyways? Clock check. All right. So the items are stone, chest, block of redstone, and pipes. Iron, lapis. Okay. So my one sugar cane seed is planted, and it will grow. And as the water collects, the other quests besides water are 50 stacks, of course, octuple compressed. I won't even begin to worry about that until I have some type of automation system for it. Only one quadruple compressed dirt. So I am going to assume that all of this can be automated once I have the paper to activate the I will need some help. And let's I really find the controls of the quest book to be painful to use. Iron, I can make the rest of these tools, but frankly, food isn't an issue. Redstone dust into a stone barrel of lava. I should probably consider doing that. If I have counted correctly, I need about 28 clay blocks. So I have to get about 28, about 28. Oh, come on, why isn't Vein Miner working? As I was saying, about 28 dust. Alright, so just a quick update. I've got the potatoes growing, the pumpkin growing, spruce growing. I have 28 clay, and I've got the cobblestone to make the sand and gravel. And I am going to call this the end of this episode. I'm going to finish getting the grout set up and ready to go for next time. Please join me next time. I will make my Smeltery. And those of you who really know Tick will say that I've taken far too long to get my Smeltery going. And the answer is probably I don't know Tick. I don't really know Ex Nihilo. And I've probably took much too long to do the sieving and everything. But it's time. I'll see you next time. Thank you.